For more than 3 decades, precision audio engineering has had a name: STAGETEC. Founded in 1993 by a team of ex-Neumann engineers, STAGETEC was built on a simple idea: audio technology should never compromise quality. That philosophy led to some of the most reliable and respected digital audio systems in the world, including the Nexus routing system and TrueMatch mic converters. Today, more than 6,000 Nexus systems power mission-critical audio infrastructures across the globe. From the intensity of Formula One to the world stage of the Olympic Games. From global broadcasters like ESPN and BBC to iconic venues including the Berlin Philharmonic and Sydney Opera House. Now STAGETEC introduces the next evolution of distributed audio infrastructure: Axio. At first glance, Axio is elegant in its simplicity. Every connector is clearly labeled by customizable OLED displays, mic inputs, line outputs, AES digital I/O, a responsive touchscreen with integrated metering, and a headphone output for direct monitoring. Everything you need, clearly visible, immediately accessible. But the real innovation happens inside. Axio is a 32-bit mic-level routing system built around STAGETEC's latest TrueMatch 3 conversion technology, delivering an extraordinary 164 decibels of dynamic range. Traditional audio infrastructures operate at 24-bit resolution and rely on analog gain structures. Axio changes that. By routing signals at 32-bit, Axio creates an entirely new architecture for professional audio workflows. Inputs can be split digitally at mic level and distributed to multiple destinations with pristine signal integrity. Each of the up to 4 connected consoles receives its own independent gain control, even when sharing the same microphone input, and virtual soundcheck becomes router-based and instantly switchable for all consoles. At the core of the system is Axio Loop. Think of it as a high-speed highway for audio. Axio Loop connects up to 10 Axio devices into a single distributed routing matrix, delivering up to 320 channels at 96K with ultra-low latency. All control and orchestration happens through Stagenet, STAGETEC's web-based management environment. No apps, no operating system conflicts, no firmware compatibility issues. Stagenet runs directly on the hardware and is accessible from any web browser. Multiple users can monitor, route, label, and configure the system simultaneously with secure administrative control and comprehensive diagnostics. Complex workflows become simple, visual, and fully redundant. Axio's FPGA-based AOIP processing architecture provides unmatched flexibility. With redundant copper and SFP ports on every device, Axio can connect to multiple audio over IP standards, including Dante, AES67, Ravenna, and ST2110. And because all processing is handled by Axio's internal FPGA and not by manufacturer DSP boards, Axio can evolve as new standards emerge. No hardware replacement or expansion cards are required. Available in 8, 16, and 32 mic-in configurations, Axio combines TrueMatch conversion, integrated AES connectivity, line outputs, redundant AOIP networking, expansion slots, GPIO control, and fully redundant power supplies, all in a compact rack-mount platform. Every element engineered for reliability, every signal path designed for absolute transparency. In ever more complex and budget-conscious production environments, Axio increases efficiency by reducing prep time, cabling complexity, size, and weight. This is not just another audio interface. This is a new architecture for professional audio systems. From broadcast to live production, from performance venues to global events. Precision routing, distributed intelligence, true microphone-level audio networking. Axio, the future of audio infrastructure, engineered by STAGETEC. Hi, I'm Chris Stevens, STAGETEC Technical Sales here in the United States. For 20 years, I've mixed front of house for Michael McDonald, Winona Judd, Amy Grant, and over 15 years with Jason Aldean. My touring experience allows me to uniquely appreciate the quality, ease of use, and reliability that STAGETEC's products bring to production workflows. I'm certain you'll see in this set of videos how impressive STAGETEC's solutions really are. Enjoy learning about how STAGETEC products will benefit your production. Reach out to us with any questions or unique use cases you may have. At the transport layer of the Axio ecosystem is Axio Loop, STAGETEC's decentralized network protocol designed specifically for high-fidelity, low-latency audio and control distribution. Axio Loop forms a closed, bidirectional fiber ring using LC SFPs. Each device participates as an active node in a distributed matrix architecture. There's no central core, no master router, and no dependency on external switch infrastructure for internal signal distribution. All connected Axio units contribute their local I/O resources to a single, logical routing domain. The result is a unified 320-channel matrix at 96K with ultra-low fixed latency across the loop. Audio payload and control data are packetized and transmitted concurrently within the loop structure. External console control data, including mic gain levels, are propagated across the network, ensuring deterministic parameter synchronization between devices. Because of Axio's 32-bit mic level A to D conversion, mic signals enter the loop prior to gain staging. This enables true four-way digital microphone splitting with independent gain to the output of each connected console. Redundancy is intrinsic to the topology. The bidirectional loop automatically reconfigures in the event of a single link failure without interrupting audio. All routing, device discovery, and topology management occur natively within the loop domain. The entire network can be accessed from any device via Stagenet, which provides direct control of routes, splits, and device parameters. By combining fiber transport, distributed routing intelligence, and 32-bit mic-level signal architecture, Axio Loop functions not merely as a transport protocol, but as an integrated, scalable routing backbone engineered for mission-critical audio systems. Axio is available in 3 configurations: Axio 8, Axio 16, and Axio 32. Each model is built on the same distributed routing architecture and 32-bit mic conversion technology, but scaled to match different system sizes and I/O requirements. The Axio 8 provides 8 microphone inputs, 4 analog line outputs, and 4 AES-3 digital I/O channels, making it well suited for smaller edge deployments or stage I/O locations. The Axio 16 expands the platform to 16 mic inputs, 8 line outputs, and 8 AES-3 connections. It also introduces a 128-channel expansion slot, allowing the system to integrate additional digital transport formats such as MADI or other high-density interfaces. At the top of the range is Axio 32, which provides the full I/O capacity and expansion capability of the platform. On the front panel, it introduces 32 TrueMatch 3 converters with 32-bit A to D conversion at the input stage. By converting at mic level, TrueMatch preserves the full dynamic range of the signal and feeds Axio Loop. For analog distribution, the unit provides 16 balanced line outputs, each fed from the internal routing matrix and accessible from any device. Digital connectivity is available through 12 AES-3 I/O ports on the front panel, with 4 additional AES-3 connections located on the rear panel. Local device control and setup is handled through the integrated touchscreen interface, which provides access to network configuration and system settings, local I/O metering, system status, headphone monitoring control, and basic diagnostic information. Each connector on the front panel is paired with a customizable OLED label display. These displays provide dynamic channel naming, signal identification, and parameter status, allowing engineers to immediately identify signal paths and assignments directly on the hardware. For local monitoring, the unit has a dedicated headphone output. When headphones are connected, the system automatically displays the headphone monitoring interface on the touchscreen, allowing engineers to quickly select and monitor all local I/O on each device. Moving to the rear panel, Axio 32 provides redundant AOIP connectivity through either EtherCon ports or fiber SFP. The format of these ports is selectable in Stagenet between Dante, AES67, Ravenna, and ST2110. Additional SFP ports provide connectivity for either Axio Loop distributed routing or MADI-IO, depending on the system configuration. Dual switched RJ45 control ports provide access to the control network for system management through Stagenet, as well as external control data from third-party consoles, devices, or orchestrators. Additional integration interfaces include a GPIO connector providing 10 inputs and 10 outputs, word clock input and output on BNC, and an AES3 EtherCon port supporting XLR breakout connectivity. Axio 32 includes two 128-channel expansion slots supporting 44.1 to 192 kHz with sample rate conversion native to the card. This allows the system to expand with additional audio formats as system requirements evolve. Power is provided by dual, fully redundant power supplies, while variable speed cooling fans ensure stable operation with low acoustic noise. Together, these front and rear panel interfaces provide the physical connection layer that support Axio's distributed routing architecture and high-resolution audio infrastructure. At the core of the Axio platform is TrueMatch 3, StageTec's latest generation of precision microphone conversion. TrueMatch 3 performs 32-bit microphone-level A to D conversion, capturing the signal directly at the microphone input before traditional analog gain staging occurs. By converting at mic level, the system preserves the full dynamic range of the microphone and eliminates the need for analog preamps. The converter stage delivers 164 decibels of dynamic range, allowing extremely low signals and high SPL sources to be captured within the same conversion architecture without compromising resolution. This approach results in extremely low noise performance and consistent signal integrity across the entire input stage. Because conversion occurs prior to gain being applied, each TrueMatch 3 input can function as a four-way digital mic splitter. A single microphone can be routed simultaneously to 4 independent destinations within the system. Each split includes its own discrete processing controls, including digital gain, variable high-pass filtering, polarity inversion, and limiting. These parameters operate independently on each output path, allowing multiple consoles or processing environments to work from the same source while maintaining their own gain structure and signal processing. Control of these parameters can be managed directly within the Axio system or remotely through supported control protocols including OSC, Ember Plus, and Lavo Home. Additional console integrations, including planned Yamaha PM and DM series, further expand third-party control capabilities. With 32-bit microphone conversion, industry-leading dynamic range, and distributed mic split control, TrueMatch 3 forms the foundation of the Axio architecture, featuring flexible routing while maintaining absolute signal transparency. One of the key advantages of Axio is the ability to perform microphone splitting digitally at the point of conversion, eliminating the need for traditional analog splitter systems. At the input stage, each input is converted using the TrueMatch 3, which performs 32-bit microphone-level A to D conversion. Because the signal is converted directly at mic level, Axio can create 4 independent digital splits from a single microphone input without introducing noisy analog circuitry or increasing the impedance load on the microphone itself. Each split functions as a discrete signal path within the system. Engineers can apply independent processing parameters to each path, including digital gain, high-pass filtering, polarity, and limiting, while routing each split to different consoles or processing environments. Control of these parameters can occur locally within the Axio system or remotely through third-party control protocols including OSC, Ember Plus, and Lavo Home, allowing operators to manage their own gain structure without affecting other consoles. This digital architecture removes many of the limitations inherent to analog microphone splitters. Traditional passive splitters divide the electrical signal between multiple preamps, which changes the impedance seen by the microphone and can affect both output level and frequency response. This comparison graph illustrates this effect clearly. When microphones are passively split between multiple preamps, causing a loss in low and high frequency. In contrast, the TrueMatch 3 converter maintains a flat and consistent frequency response across the entire audible range because the microphone is terminated only once at the converter itself. Beyond signal integrity, the infrastructure savings are substantial. A typical large production scenario with 128 microphone inputs split between 3 consoles for front of house, monitors, and broadcast would look like this, which takes up 82 rack spaces, and the I/O and splitter costs alone exceed $300,000. With Axio, the same 128 input system can be implemented with a digital 4-way split, taking up just 16 rack spaces, while simultaneously providing integrated matrix routing, format selectable networking, MADI I/O, shared virtual soundcheck, and distributed console control for 1/3 of the cost. Instead of splitting the analog signal and distributing it to multiple preamps, Axio converts at the source and distributes pristine digital splits wherever they're needed. Managing a distributed audio infrastructure requires more than high-performance hardware. It requires a control environment designed to simplify complex routing and system management. For Axio, that's Stagenet. Stagenet is a web-based GUI orchestration platform. Because Stagenet runs as a native website, there's no software to download, and it avoids the typical operating system and version compatibility issues. Engineers can access the system from any device with a standard web browser. Within Stagenet, the entire Axio network appears as a single unified routing matrix. Engineers can perform full XY routing across the entire system, connecting front panel mic inputs, line outputs, AES, AOIP, and expansion card I/Os across the entire system. The interface also provides multi-channel metering and parameter control, giving operators immediate visibility into signal levels and mic input parameters like gain, high-pass filter, phantom power, and polarity. Beyond signal routing, Stagenet also functions as a system management tool. Engineers can configure network settings, manage device parameters, and perform bulk configuration updates across multiple units simultaneously. Stagenet's user rights management and access control ensure that different operators can interact with the system within defined permission levels. Access to individual parameter and routing controls can be managed on a per-user basis, while the web-based GUI makes remote management and control of the system simple. Stagenet simplifies integration with third-party consoles, allowing console operators to control parameters such as gain without affecting other consoles. The console connection setup menu allows the user to relate the console's control data to its routing. For example, Axio knows that a Digico console is connected to this MADI expansion card and automatically maps that console's OSC control data to the TrueMatch converters that are patched to that defined MADI output. This same control framework also enables virtual soundcheck workflows, allowing multiple consoles to access playback sources from a single DAW while maintaining proper routing and control assignments. Finally, the platform supports complete system backup and parameter recall, allowing entire configurations to be stored and recalled quickly. Together, these capabilities make Stagenet the operational layer of the Axio ecosystem, providing centralized control, system monitoring, and flexible routing across the entire network. In modern large-scale live sound and touring productions, audio infrastructure can become complex quickly. Consoles for front of house, monitors, and broadcast require multiple stage boxes, analog splitters, format converters, network bridges, and extensive cabling. Axio simplifies this by moving microphone conversion, signal distribution, and format conversion into a single integrated digital platform. Axio's TrueMatch 3 32-bit mic level converters create 4 independent digital microphone splits from a single input instead of using cumbersome and unreliable analog splitters. This preserves the original microphone signal while eliminating sonic degradation that occurs when microphones are split across multiple preamps. Each console can maintain independent gain control with parameters mapped automatically through supported control protocols. Digico, SSL, and soon Avid consoles communicate via OSC, while on Yamaha PM and DM consoles, Axio will soon work as a native I/O device. Because the microphone signal is already in the digital domain, Axio can route audio directly to multiple console ecosystems simultaneously without additional infrastructure. The system combines analog, AES-3, Dante, MADI, AES-67, Ravenna, and ST2110 signals into a single matrix. This eliminates the need for external format converters, network bridges, or standalone sample rate conversion hardware. For touring systems, the benefits extend beyond signal quality and routing capabilities. A 128 input show with multiple consoles may require dozens of rack units of stage boxes, splitters, conversion hardware. With Axio, that same infrastructure can be consolidated into a compact routing platform, occupying a fraction of the space and dramatically reducing size and cost. This allows audio to be delivered simultaneously to front of house, monitors, broadcast trucks, recording systems, and networked audio devices. Axio also enables simultaneous virtual soundcheck across multiple consoles, allowing a single DAW playback system to feed every console in the network. The result is a touring audio infrastructure that is smaller, simpler, and more flexible while preserving the true fidelity of the signal. In modern broadcast environments, audio infrastructure must support multiple control rooms, production consoles, and remote trucks, often operating across different audio network formats. Axio provides a flexible routing backbone designed to unify these systems into a single, scalable audio network. At the core of the architecture is Axio Loop, a dual redundant, distributed routing network that allows multiple Axio units to operate as a single, unified matrix. This enables networked audio across an entire broadcast facility while maintaining ultra-low latency, reliable audio transport. Axio natively supports ST2110-30 and 31 with 2022-07 seamless redundancy, ensuring broadcast-grade reliability for IP-based system architecture. With NMOS 4 and 5 compatibility, Axio devices register and integrate seamlessly into your existing system. Because routing occurs within the Axio platform, multiple control rooms, remote trucks, and even live sound consoles can connect to the same distributed audio environment. TrueMatch 3 microphone level conversion enables digital mic splitting, allowing Axio to deliver independent split outputs to each console without the signal degradation introduced by analog splitter systems. Each console can maintain its own gain structure and control environment through supported control protocols including Lavo Home, Ember Plus, OSC, and native Yamaha PM and DM integration. This enables cross-vendor connectivity and control with multiple console ecosystems while supporting standalone orchestration software. Axio can also integrate directly with legacy STAGETEC Nexus systems, allowing facilities to easily expand their existing infrastructure. Optional expansion cards with built-in sample rate conversion further extend this capability, eliminating the need for external format converters. The result is a broadcast audio infrastructure that is simpler to deploy, easier to manage, and far more flexible, while maintaining pristine signal integrity from the microphone input to every console and destination in the facility. Remote production workflows place increasing demands on audio infrastructure, requiring flexible routing, format interoperability, and reliable transport between venues and broadcast centers. Axio is designed to operate as a centralized I/O and routing platform for these distributed environments. At the edge, Axio can serve as the primary stage I/O for all connected consoles using True Match 3 conversion to create multiple independent digital microphone splits. Each console, whether local or remote, receives its own discrete signal path with independent control, eliminating the need for analog splitters and preserving signal integrity. For REMI workflows, Axio enables direct integration with remote production pipelines. Audio can be transmitted over ST2110 or Ravenna networks, with native Dante Connect support coming soon, allowing seamless connectivity between on-site systems and centralized production facilities. Because routing and format conversion are built into the platform, Axio can manage multiple simultaneous transmission paths, allowing redundant links to be configured for reliability across remote connections. At the network layer, Axio's software-defined AOIP ports allow formats such as ST2110, AES67, and Dante to be selected and changed directly within the system. This eliminates the need for external format converters, bridges, and additional routing hardware. For hybrid deployments, expansion cards with integrated sample rate conversion allow Axio to interface directly with local touring systems or legacy infrastructure, ensuring compatibility. Internally, Axio functions as a matrix routing engine, distributing signals across local consoles, remote transmission paths, and recording systems simultaneously. The result is a remote broadcast infrastructure that is format agnostic, highly redundant, and operationally efficient, reducing system complexity while enabling flexible, high-quality audio transmission from the venue to anywhere in the world.